Howdy folks, Nathan Trevor, coinrollhunter, here with rolls number 21 through 25 of my way expensive wheat rolls from eBay, and here they are. And I've kind of lost a little bit of passion for these wheat rolls because I way overpaid. I think I paid like $8 a roll. And anyway, I do have a goal now. My daughter and my son have these books, and they're both missing about 14 or 15 coins each, and in total they're missing 17 coins. And here you can see all the ones that they need, and one of them has the 1931D, for example, and the other one has the 1912D, etc. So one's missing 2 of the ones that the other one has, and the other one's missing 3 of the ones that the other one has. So what are we looking for? Basically pre-1927 Wheaties with mint marks, and if we find those, we'll get excited. Otherwise, we'll get semi-excited. All right, let's go. And roll 21 has an AU ender and a 1936 San Francisco. We just plucked 2 steel cents out of this first roll, and this coin looks pretty old. Ooh, sweet. 1913. Too bad it's not an S. But still cool. Okay folks, that roll produced 20 in the 1950s, including a 1953 San Francisco with a die chip on the 5. And I just learned that's a die chip and not a cud. 18 1940s, 10 in the 30s, 2 1920s, and that's a 1926 and a 1928, and 5 teenagers, which is pretty good. 1913, 1918, 1919, oh, this is a 1917. There we go. And I guess the best one would be the 1919 San Francisco. But still probably not $8 a roll. Oops, only 15 of the 1950s. I said 20. Roll 22 has a 1928D ender. And a worn out Indian head. Let's go. And an 1891 Indian head is worth about $3 in good condition on JM Bullion. And roughly the same mix, 1650s, 1740s, 1030s, 320s, and 14s, and a couple pretty good mint marks here. The 1928D is worth about $1, and that's cool. And the 1925S is worth about 50 cents. And maybe the one here in the middle is even worth more than $1. Maybe $1.75 if it's in fair condition. And there's our favorite, well, not favorite, but most common thing to find in the teens, 1919, 1919, 1919S. So not a terrible roll with the Indian head. And this one actually might approach $8. One of the few that did. Roll 23 has a 1955 ender, and then this one, I think it's a 1910, but that could be a 6, and I guess it could be a 1, and it possibly could be an 8, but I'm gonna go 1910. Okay folks, assuming that this is it, it's a 1911. Pretty cool. About a 50-cent penny. And a few coins later, we got a pretty good 1910, and that's worth somewhere between 35 cents in good condition and $1 in fine condition. Here we have a very nice looking 1955. It's got a really cool color to it, and not really worth noting, other than we got a pretty good cracked skull, die crack, and you can see that on his forehead. And I don't know if that's valuable or maybe even that's an error aftermarket, but Looks to me like one of those cracked skulls, and pretty deep. Let me take a picture, see if you can see it better. And I checked the value on eBay, and that's actually a really good coin. Maybe $2, maybe even $10. So I'm gonna put that in a flip real quick. 20 in the 1950s, 16 in the 40s, 7 in the 30s, including in 1939. We have a 25 and a 28, an 18 and an 18, and a 10 and an 11. Roll 24 has a 1955 Denver, and I think it's a 1914, but can't really tell. Here's a real nice 1943. AU for sure. And maybe better than that. I think I'm gonna put this on a flip maybe. Here's a really nice looking toned one and worth revealing. 55D. $15, 1950, 26, 1940s, and this awesome steel. 5 in the 30s, including a 1938D, so that's cool. A 25, a 20, and 2 teenagers, and it's the 17 and the 14. Roll 25 has a 1932 and a 1931 ender, both Philadelphia. And the 32 is worth a couple dollars, maybe even a little bit more than that, because it's in pretty good shape. Okay, the final roll of the hunt, 5th roll, and roll 25 of the wheat penny box from eBay has yielded 14 50s, 23 40s, 8 in the 1930s, 3 in the 1920s, including a 27, a 25, and a 20, and 2 teenagers, 1917 and 1919S. So at the midway point, we've got another 25 rolls to go. And oh, the 31 and the 32, I forgot to mention those. Pretty good coins. And a couple steel cents, of course. And the final yield was 32% in the 1950s, 80 coins, 40% in the 1940s, 100 coins, 16% in the 1930s, 40 coins, 12 in the 20s, 16 in the teens, and the 1 Indian head. So not a terrible hunt, had some fun, but sadly did not find anything from my children's books. But until next time, thanks for watching everybody. Bye.